Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Glad you could join us for another week of devotions, and hope you got to watch the pastor's devotion for Monday, and as he got us started. And I always enjoy hearing him and love how he broke down the scripture and talked about the difference in the distance between the heavens and the earth, and the illustration he used. Not going to go back through that. You all had to go watch it if you didn't. So, wonderful job, and really appreciate everybody's um, joining in for us like you do on these devotions, and the support you give us. That means a lot. So, we'll continue on, and we're all, I guess, sticking with the theme that I preached on Sunday. With the woman at the well and the story with that. And so I'm going to get into mine. You can see I've got the picture here, and I want to ask you this question: What have you got? What have you got planned for today? What's your day ahead today? What all are you going to do, and where are you going to go, and who are you going to talk to, who are you going to come across, and how much are you going to travel, and what are the things that you're going to be around today? And a lot of times we may think that when we get up in the mornings and we start our day, and, do we really think when we get home at night, we're shutting down for the day, and, the day's kind of ended and getting ready for bed? Do you ever think about just how many times God's divine intervention was part of your day? Just how many times his hand of mercy, his hand of grace was on you today, throughout that day. So, this woman here that we're talking about that come to the well, and she's been doing this for a long time. She's been throwing her water pot up on her shoulder, and she's coming to that well in the middle of the day, in the heat of the day, and nobody else is around. It's a routine thing for her. She wants to avoid everybody else. She don't want her past brought up. It's just another routine day for her. When she got up that morning, I'm sure when she left and go to walk to that well to gather her water, she didn't know. She didn't know that the man Christ was going to be sitting on that well that day. She had no idea, but he was, and I'm thankful that he has come to sit on my well. I hope you're thankful that there was a time that he come and sit on your well, and maybe today he's still sitting there. Maybe he's trying to talk to you today. So I want to talk just a little bit about this on divine intervention that I mentioned Sunday. John chapter 4, it starts out, it says, "When therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself baptized not, but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee." And then this that I have highlighted here, it says that he must needs go through Samaria. And it says, "Then he cometh into the city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near the parcel of the ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus, therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well." So we talked about this a little bit the other day, and so he goes to this well, and when he leaves and he's making this trip, I don't know, I didn't put the map on here that I used Sunday, but let's talk about this just for a second. And he must needs goes through Samaria. Seeing the Jews, when they would travel, and they would come from Jerusalem to Galilee, and they would take a circular route. It was a straight shot. If they went through straight to Galilee, they could take just a straight shot right through the region of what was called Samaria, and the Samaritans and those people. And they would always take a circular route. I showed you on a map the other day, Sunday, and if you've seen that they would even sometimes, if they went on one route, they would end up crossing the Jordan River twice just to get there. But it was worth it to them because the Samaritans were so hated by the Jews. There was such strife there. So, when he tells his disciples that he must needs go through Samaria, and we know that in the story, I won't get into all that, but he sends them the way, and he sits on this well and he waits on that woman. And like I said, it was that day that, she didn't know he was going to be there. And you know what? By man's standards, he wasn't supposed to be there. The way that the disciples would have looked at it, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been sitting on that well waiting on her. But he knows. He knows our lives. He knows our hearts. He knows our troubles. He knows our trials. And he intercedes in those. He has divine intervention in our lives. And how many times do we not understand that? How often do we just place that aside? There's someone that's going to come into your life. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe it's at the store, maybe it's at the gas station, maybe it's at the water cooler at the workplace. Somebody somewhere is going to come into your life, and God has already set that aside to know that they're going to be there. What you face today and what you accomplish today, you don't know today. As you're getting up this morning, it's Tuesday morning, you're starting your day. You may think you have it all planned out, but you don't know exactly what you may face today. But God does. She didn't know he was going to be at that well, and I'm glad he showed up. And when she left there, phew, was she glad. She left it all behind just to go to tell. If God has already showed up at your well and he has had that divine intervention in your life, leave everything behind and go run tell. But think about it. Think about the times today that he's going to watch over you. Give him some praise, give him some honor, give him some glory for all that he does each and every day. I hope you all have a blessed day. Have a wonderful week. It's a great week. We're busy at our church. We got a lot of things going on. Come out and be with us. Come out and help us. Throw a little plug in here for our basketball tournament Isaiah has set up for this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Come out and watch that. Come out and help with that. We've got our yard sale, our flea market, selling this. Everything we do, everything that's accomplished, that's all going towards our missions. Everything. So it's Tuesday morning. If you got some things laying around the house, they're in your building, they're in your garage, and your husband or your wife has been onto you because you're piling too much stuff up, it's a good time. Go pack them up, throw them in your truck today, and take them out to church and unload them. We'll sell them for you and take all the money and put it towards missions. I love you guys and hope you have a great day.